Resident Evil Village starts by Mia reading a book called Village of Shadows to Rose, which causes Ethan to complain as it's not suitable for a toddler. In today's video, we will go over the story and explain what it tried to tell us. Hi folks, I'm R. Beware as this video will contain spoilers. With that said, let's begin. Mia, whom we later learn to be Miranda in the form of Mia, infiltrating Ethan's home, starts by reading a creepy story to Rose, Ethan's daughter, which she claims to be a popular folklore in the area. After playing the game and learning about its story, we then learn that the story is an allegory, which foreshadows what is to come. The main character of the story is a girl who goes into a forest with her mom in order to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. The girl is presumably a metaphor for Rosemary, the mother is Mia, and the father is Ethan. When they enter the forest, they don't find any berries, and it only greets them with cold and darkness. The forest is a metaphor for the village. The girl then goes deep into the forest, losing sight of her mother, in order to find berries. The girl then encounters the Bat Lord, who is thought to be the representation of Lady Dimitrescu, who bites its wing to quench the girl's thirst. The girl then goes deeper into the forest, finding the graveyard. In the graveyard, the girl encounters the Dark Weaver, who knits the girl a beautiful thick dress to keep her warm. This is thought to be representative of House Beneviento and Donna. They are doll makers in the game, but you could say the Dark Weaver is a craftsman too, similar to House Beneviento. The atmosphere and the graveyard is reminiscing of House Beneviento and how creepy it was. The girl then wanders deeper into the forest, facing a deep water. She hops on a boat to get across to get home, when she becomes very hungry. The Fish King then appears and offers one of its fins to the girl to satiate her hunger. The Fish King is representative of Salvatore Moreau, who does indeed transform into a mutated fish monster in the game. The girl then finally enters the forest's dark heart, which resembles a factory, where she encounters an iron horse. The horse wears a golden cogwheel which the girl takes, assuming the horse might offer it to her. As she takes the cogwheel, the horse becomes angry and summons the other monsters of the forest. The iron horse is thought to be the representation of Karl Heisenberg, and the area is thought to be his factory. The girl becomes terrified when suddenly a witch appears. The witch in this case is thought to be Mother Miranda, and as witches tend to use dark magic and do certain things, she probably made the monsters come alive in the story. The witch tells the girl that we gave you gifts, but you took more. Therefore, you must give back in return. She then traps the girl in a mirror. The mother of the girl, accompanied with the father, find the girl after a long day of searching. The mother breaks the mirror with her love, and the father fights the witch to death, engulfing the forest in fire, which is a metaphor of when Ethan kills Miranda and blows up the Megamycete. Therefore, Mother going to the forest with her daughter is a metaphor of when Mia was working for the Connections, which led to Mother Miranda knowing about Mia and Ethan and kidnapping their daughter. So in a way, Mia accidentally gave her daughter away to Miranda, or in other words, the witch. The girl is then attracted to the forest, which is when she gets kidnapped by Miranda to the village. The girl then meets all the monsters and takes a gift from them, which could suggest how Rose absorbs the powers of Lords and Miranda. You might say, we don't know if Rose absorbed the Lord's powers, but we can assume she did, as Mother Miranda loses her powers when Rose is reincarnated. The witch then tells the girl that she needs to pay for what she took. Hence, Rose is split into 4 parts, which each of is entrusted to each Lord. Then the father comes to save the day, which is Ethan, fighting Miranda to death. But one thing that doesn't fit in is when the mother breaks the spell. In the game, Mia was more detrimental than helpful. She was the person working for Connections, doing unethical experiments, and unintentionally gave away Rose to Miranda. As Miranda in the Shape of Mia mentions, the story is a local tale and quite traditional.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale. Besides, Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God.
The people who wrote the story might have taken some inspiration from the in-game events, basing it on actual Four Lords and Mother Miranda. Whoever wrote it, though, must have lived outside of the village, or at least left it. Otherwise, they would have been roasted alive by Miranda if she found out. Maybe they even predicted that a person would eventually show up to destroy her. The story is too similar to real events of the game to be completely based on imagination. The author could have been a survivor from the village, someone who saw things and left. Or the story of the book could have been solely created for the creative aspect of the game, without any backstory attached to it. What are your thoughts about it? That's about it for today's video. Hope you folks enjoyed it. If you did, stay tuned for more by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your host R. Till the next video, have a fantastic day.